So hey, what's up guys? Today I'm back with a new video, and in this video we're going to do some more Python exercises, Python questions, and the solutions will be in the video. So the reference of these questions was taken from Python Programming 3rd edition for Absolute Beginner by Michael Dawson. If you want to check it out, just search up the book name. It's right here. And yeah. And to answer these questions, it will be really easy if you check out my other playlist, Python tutorial for beginners, and then you will be answer any question over here. I will leave the link in the description down below. Let's just get right into it. The first question is Chapter 3, page 85, challenges number 1. Write a program that simulates a fortune cookie. The program should display one of 5 unique fortunes at random each time it runs. So it's just telling to make a fortune cookie, there shall be at least 5 different fortunes, and you should display a random fortune each time. Hint, you use the import random module, the random module. So pause the video, come back, and yeah. So I see you guys have answered the question. Now let's look at the answer. You might have done different fortunes, but it's just fine. So I imported random, made b is equal to 0, and b will always be equal to 0, so that I could make a while loop that goes on forever. Then I made a random number, cookie num, and then I put random.randint. Randint is the function in the random module, and then I told it to give me any random number between 1 and 5. And then it asks the guy who's using the code to press enter to open their fortune cookie. And /n is just for going on the next line and just smushing everything in. So yeah. And then it prints out a fortune according to the number. If it's number 1, it will print this. If it's number 2, it will print this, and so on. So let's try running it. So as you guys see, it said press enter to open your fortune cookie. I'm gonna press enter. Oh god, I think I messed it up because you needed to click on the next line. Adventure can be real happiness. So that means it generated a random number of 4 and printed out adventure can be real happiness. Let's try that again. A good time to finish up old task. This time it generated the random number 1, and the last time it printed out a fresh start will put you on your way. So it printed out number 2. It created a random number 2 and then printed it out. Let me stop that. Go back here. So the second question is from chapter 3, page 85, challenges number 2. Write a program that flips a coin 100 times and then tells you the number of heads and tails. So this one also requires a random, so I can choose between 2. It will require a for loop. So yeah. these are the 2 hints I gave you to make the answer easier. So go pause the video, come back, and I'll see you guys after you're done your question. You guys are back, okay. So let's look at the answer. The answer is import random, and then it does that. So first, I imported the random module. Then I made 2 variables, heads and tails. Then I made a for loop, as I said in the hint. For I in range, it could be anything. It could be flips in range or something like that. And it'll go 100 times. So we're telling it to go like loop around 101. Just put 1 number extra, and then it works. And then I made a variable flip, and then flip is a random integer 1 or 2. So if flip is equal to 1, print heads. Heads is equal to heads plus 1. And if flip is equal to 2, tails is equal to tails plus 1. So it's just adding 1 integer to itself. And then it prints out the times heads came was heads, like the time of heads, and the time tail came was tail. So this is pretty simple. Let's do it. An answer to. So as you guys see, it said the times heads came was 46. The times tails came was 54. So if you add 46 with 54, you get 100. So it tells you it looped over 100 times. So yeah, let me try that again. So it gave a random number again, and it just keeps changing forever because it's a random integer. So now let's go on to the next one. So before the next one, I want to show you a code, the guessing game code. So the guessing game is a simple game in which you import the random module, greet the person who is coming or testing your project. You're not like, you don't need to greet the person, you can just start right into it. So then there's the answer. So the answer is a random number between 1 to 10, and the person doesn't know it. And there you make a variable so that you can loop around, and while your guess doesn't equal to the answer, keep printing guess is equal to int so that we can make it equal to, the string and integer can't be equal. So then print out input. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. What is it? Then the player will guess. If the guess is greater than the answer, print wrong, lower. So tell it the answer is lower. If the guess is higher, lower, then tell it wrong, the answer is higher. And if the player gets it right, it breaks out of the while loop, goes on the next code, and prints out correct. So let's try this out. Welcome to the guessing game. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. What is it? So I think 5, wrong, higher. 7, correct. Let's try again. It's going to give a random number each time. 5, wrong, lower. 3, wrong, lower. 1, yes, it was thinking of 1. So now this next question requires the guessing game code. So The next question is Chapter 3, page 85, challenges number 3. Modify the guess by number game so that the player has a limited number of guesses. If the player fails to guess in time, the program should display an appropriately chastising message. Sorry for the pause. Appropriately. I got it right. So, you need to change the guessing game code. I'll display it in front of you so that'll be easier for you guys to write your answer. And you completely change it. You add I would say five chances for the player to guess. And if the player doesn't guess in those chances, you just display a message and then you display what the number was. So yeah, that's just a little bit of modification in the guess my number game. So guys, pause the video right here and come back when you're done. Oh, I see you guys are done. So let's look at the answer. So, like the other one, I import a random, print, and b is equal to 0. I wanted the game to loop around forever, so I just did that. You don't need to do it, but yeah. And you have 5 chances. Number is equal to random.randit. It's a random number. And it goes to all this code. I'll explain it in a sec. First, it prints out you have 5 chances. I'm guessing a number from 1 to 10. What is it? So that's the first message it prints out. So then inside the while loop is another while loop. So while the chances do not equal to 0, keep repeating this code. So or you could name the variable anything. I named it what instead of guess. So it's an integer, and what is it? Because it's printing right here. What is it? So then, as you guys remember, it's like the same one. So if the number is greater than the answer, print lower or wrong lower. And if the number is smaller than the answer, then print higher or wrong higher. And after that, take out a chance and print I don't know how many chances left. And if the number is equal to the answer, then chances are equal to 10 so that we can make it work, and then break out. So if the chances are equal to 0, print the number was num, you lose, so the number. And if chances are equal to 10, so I'm changing it here, you guessed it right, the number was num, you win. So let's try this out. It's pretty easy, but it looks pretty long. So give 5 chances. I'm guessing a number from 1 to 10. What is it? I think 5, lower 3, higher 4. You guessed it right. The number was 4. You win. So now it's just looping around because I put in a while loop that'll go on forever. So this was the guess my number game with a little bit of modification. Now question 4 is going to be quite hard, but I think you guys can do it. So the question 4 is from chapter 3, page 85, challenges number 4. Here's a bigger challenge. Write the code for a program where the player and the computer trade places in the number guessing game. That is, the player picks a number between 1 and 10 that the computer has to guess. Before you start, think about how you guess. So you can guess any number between 1 to 10 in your brain, and the computer has to guess it. So yeah. So guys, pause the video right here and then come back after you're done. So I see you guys are done. So let's get right into it. And the answer is right here. I created a big welcome message, which you guys don't need to do. So I made two variables. Before that, I imported the random module. Then I created two variables. One is the chances. You don't need to put the chances, but I put it. And the computer's guess. It's gonna be a random number each time. So it's just a long welcome message. I'll read it when I'm running the code. And then it prints out, if I guess it right, type no. And if I guess it wrong, if I guess it right, type yes. And if I guess it wrong, type no. So while chances do not equal to 0, print and yes or no is equal to input guess. So I couldn't put and guess together in the same input, because Python doesn't allow you to put a string and a variable together in the input. So yeah. So if yes or no is equal to no, chances are equal to chances minus is equal to 1, which is like chances minus 1. Print, I have chances left. I have chances left. Guess is equal to random number. LF, yes or no is equal to yes. Then chances are equal to 10 and break out. If chances are equal to 10, print I guessed it. If the chances are equal to 0, make an input. Okay, I lost. What is the number? And then print. Oh, okay, the number was none. So this is pretty long. It functioned all together. I think you guys have done it. So let's test this out real quick. Run answer 4. Hi, I am your computer. Today we're gonna play the guessing game, but in a different way, in which you pick a number from 1 to 10 and I will guess it. To make it trickier for me, I will only have 5 chances, so let us get started. After you have picked a number, press enter. If I guess it right, type yes, and if I guess it wrong, type no. 6. So guys, my number is 7 in my head. It turned 6 again. Oh god, it isn't changing the number. It should change the number. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it makes sense. Because I am not typing no or yes, so I can know if I'm typing it. 4 chances left. No. I have 0 chances left. Okay, I lost. What is the number? 7. Oh, okay, the number was 7. Let's try that again. And let's try 5. Okay, wait. And no. Alright, on. I just need to replay it, because if I do any error, it gets it. Whoa, it got it on the first try. I guessed it. Let's try another time with the number 6. 10, no. 4, no. 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 I have 0 chances left. Okay, I lost. What is the number? So the number is 6. So as you guys see, it worked. And this was it for this video, guys. If you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. And I'll meet you guys in the next video. So bye, guys.